Hey guys, how are you? I am super excited to be here tonight to talk about emotional eating. It is something I'm super passionate about. It's something I don't talk about enough. I work with my coaching clients and in my membership group about it, but it's something publicly that I've been trying to do more, and I'm just really excited to give you some free training. So if you are on the live, drop the word live in the comments below. I know that there's a delay, so if you have any questions or anything as I'm going through the content, just make sure you drop it in the comments, but make sure that you are just saying hello when you're coming on and whatnot, because I just want to make sure that y'all are here and you can hear me and everything is all good in the hood. So anyway, as you guys are coming on, like I said, please just drop hello, say hello if you're catching live. If you're on the replay, drop replay in the comments below. Did you guys check out the most amazing brand new program that I have launched? It's so awesome. It's selling like crazy. I have spots left if you are interested in this emotional eating course. I would absolutely love to have you join me as well. So just drop the word course in the comments below and I will touch base with you. Of course, the dogs are going to go a little crazy. Because it is that time and they hear me talking and all of the things. So I'm just going to go right into it. So I want to talk about the 4 frameworks that I truly believe that will help you begin to manage your emotions, manage your stress, manage your overeating, emotional eating, and things like that. These are the 4 things that I'm going to teach inside my brand new program that I've launched. We're going to do deep dives. I'm going to work with you guys, whoever signs up. Specifically, hi Kimberly, hi Rachel. I'm super excited you guys are here. But these are 4 things that are like super important to really be aware of while you guys are managing emotional eating and things like that. So if you guys are feeling like, okay, I'm on and off again, right? How many, like, does that sound like you, right? If you're on the diet, off the diet, or I'm going to start on Monday and then by Monday at noon, I'm face first into a pizza. If that's you, drop "this is me" in the comments below because I want to know where you guys are at in terms of like your emotional eating, or like if you guys feel comfortable enough to, if I don't ask a question that applies to you, just drop like what you struggle with emotional eating. So I do know how to address these and do more trainings. So first and foremost, you know, if that sounds like you, right? So you're constantly like, okay, I'm starting on Monday, or I'm overeating, or like one chip is not enough, right? I mean, I'm a like one chip not enough type of girl for sure. Or you're just like super just confused or whatever it is, or like you're stressed out and then somebody brings pizza in the office and then you have the case of the F-its and you just face first in that pizza and then, oh, well, I already screwed up, so I'm just going to continue to eat bad, right? That's all form of self-sabotage. All of that stuff is, you know, blockers and patterns and things like that. So if you're not, the key number 1 is being aware of these patterns. So if you know that you have these issues, and you take yourself out of it, right? Instead of being like, okay, well, I'm pissed off at myself, or I don't know how I got here. When you wake up in the morning and you're like, one day and you're just like, holy crap, like, how did I get into this position? Like, how did I let myself go this bad? Like, how did my face become so fat? How did I become so uncomfortable in my body? How did I become like lose my confidence? Like, where did my relationship go with my spouse? Like, all of that stuff, like, it's okay to be where you're at because you need to hit a low point before you can turn things around, right? So having the awareness that you're not where you are, but detaching yourself from that feeling of, okay, well, I got here, and stop blaming yourself, right? So the first thing is having the awareness. So what we're going to do in my emotional eating course for the first entire week, we're going to have this awareness. We're going to deep dive into the blocks and the patterns and the triggers and the people and the get you, right? Like, it's the first week is like really just going through the workbook and really being like, okay, I have the awareness now. And then once you have that awareness, all that awareness is, if you remove the feeling from it, is simply tools and thoughts, and like, it's just data, right? I know what to do. I just don't have the willpower since my stroke 1 year ago, and I've gained 25 back. Like, okay. So once you have the awareness, Becky, you are saying that you have these issues, these blocks, these patterns, these stories, whatever. The next thing you want to do is decide that you want to change. And not only do you need to decide what you want to change, you need to realize and understand that those 25 pounds are not serving you anymore. And who do you specifically want to be? Who do you want to step into? What excuses are you strong enough to overcome those excuses? Decide that you are strong enough. Decide that that person that was a year ago, this person that was 2 minutes ago, you just need to make the decision that my health goal and managing my emotions and doing this kind of work and having this awareness is what matters more than that pizza and that stress eating and that Ben and Jerry's and whatever it is your choice of whatever food or, you know. So what matters more to you? What story no longer serves you? And once you have that decided that it's no longer serving you, then you get to decide where you're going and who you want to be. Okay? So if you guys want to comment down below, like, who do you want to be? Like, where, like who ultimately, like, if no obstacles were in your way and no self-sabotaging and no past traumas and no this and no that, like, who do you want to be? Right? So once you have the awareness and then you finally decide where you're going and who you want to be, now this is where you get to manage, okay? And I'm saying you need the tools and the frameworks and things like that, right? To manage these things. But this is where the real work comes in, right? So you have to manage your routine. You have to manage your stress. You have to protect your energy. You have to manage your thoughts and feelings. And if you're not doing this and you don't have the tools and techniques that I've personally learned, you're never going to be able to break these patterns. I've seen people say the vicious cycle over and over again, over and over again. If you're not learning how to manage and you're not deciding where you want to go, and if you're not having the awareness that all of this stuff is no longer serving you, you're never going to get to where you want to be. And if this stuff is over and over and over and over and over again an issue for you, it's time to be like, okay, I need these tools in my toolbox now to help manage. So I have put together a whole framework on how to specifically manage your stress, manage your emotions, manage protect your energy, how to break up with people that no longer serve you. And I don't mean in like a breakup, like I'm never talking to you again, block, delete, bye. But I'm saying like you need to break up with the emotional attachment if you have to see that person or whatever. Maybe you do need to break up with someone. But whatever's no longer serving you, you need to manage all of this stuff, okay? And then once you manage these things and you get into this pattern and you get into like the work, and this stuff's hard. Like, it's not fun. Like, no one wants to stand in front of the mirror and be like, how the hell did I get 60 pounds overweight? Nobody wants to stand in the mirror and be like, I'm not intimate with my husband anymore. Nobody wants to stand in the mirror and have your dad tell you that you look like crap because you've been emotionally eating and burritos and drinking and doing drugs and like all of that. Like, that was me. And nobody wants to do all this stuff. But it's hard work. And once you start to do it, you start to become so free and you start to become the woman that you were destined to be. And you get to become whoever you decided that you want to be. And then that leads me into my last point, is like, you get to implement this stuff. You get to be that person. Once you get to be that person, you get to continually grow, because just because you're starting to manage and you have the awareness and you've decided where you're going doesn't mean that, oh, okay, I'm good. No, the work's never ending. Because if you're not growing, you're not dying. I want to be that woman again, without pain, without bloat, you get to decide that. Like, this is the thing. Like, I see you, Jennifer, I have the tools for you. I have a program right now I'm going to talk to you about it in a second. So if you need these tools and you want these tools and you want to get into my program, we are going to solve all of these problems in 30 days. Does that mean after 30 days, like the work's never ending? No, but guess what? You have the tools for life to go back and revisit them. But if you're not growing, you're not dying. Like I just did right before I got on this call, like I just did a mentor session with like a coach of mine, a healing session. It was exhausting. I was literally talking to my 15-year-old self. It was crazy. But you have to heal the inner part of you because that is what's sabotaging you. So it's a lot of psychology and a lot of things. And like, this is what we get to dive into our program. And I'm not going to go onto a Facebook Live and talk about all of this. I just wanted to give you guys some basic tools and knowledge. But here's the thing. I see this a lot. And this is something I really want to pass on to you guys. Like, the stories that you tell yourself for why you aren't where you are complete lies. Like, if you want to feel better again, you can feel better again. You just need to decide that that's what you want and make that the priority and do the work to get there. And if you're not doing the work to get there, why? Like, we have 1 million meal plans. We have 3 meal plans in there. I have a membership site that's $27. I have all the tools, all the resources, all the things, keto. But here's what really like bothers me, that like people do, why are you on and off again, right? Like, get to the root of like why you're on and off again and heal that and decide that that's not serving you and the inflammation's not serving you. Find someone to help you do that. But like getting into these stories of like, oh, well, if I don't say like yes to like go to pizza with my friend, well, they're gonna be mad. Well, no, like what means more to you? Having a good relationship with your husband and like feeding yourself, or like finishing a keto reboot, or like what, I don't know, I'm just spitballing, but like the point is you have the tools and you know how to do meal plans, you know how to exercise, you know how to do all of that. But what gets in our own way is ourselves. So like, are you willing to step up and invest in yourself and say, hey, like this doesn't serve me anymore. Like I want to change. Or are you going to continue to do the same thing over and over and over again? So I'm going to go over the frameworks again really quickly. The first one is awareness. So have the awareness, right? Like what are the blockers? What are the patterns? What are the stories? What are the nonsense, right? Establish what that is and observe it, but take the emotion out. Then the next thing is to decide. Where are you going? Who do you want to be? What stories do you want to rewrite? What matters more to you? What commitments every day are you going to do to help yourself? And then you need to manage. Get the tools, get the frameworks, get your routine in place, give gratitude every day. Manage those emotions, set those boundaries, like do what you need to do to manage those emotions so you stop getting in your way. And then the next thing is to implement those, live to your commitments, grow, constantly be self-developing. Because if you're not growing, you're not dying, right? So those are the 4 frameworks that I think will be pretty helpful for you. So if you got value out of that, just drop me some thumbs up in the comments below. But I wanted to just talk to you quick about my emotional eating program. Like I'm just kind of like reading over the notes and stuff like that. But realistically, like this is something that I'm super passionate about. Like if you're constantly like telling yourself the BS story, if you're constantly on and off again, if you're just like, oh my God, how did I even get here? Or like, that you are constantly making decisions. You're that girl that like is hiding under the baggy clothes and like just avoiding your photos and mirrors and things like that. Or like, that's not you. That's no way to live. You really, I truly want to help you. And I know that I can solve all of these issues for you in 30 days, for a very, very, very small investment. And you can get started today for $150. So I want to change this for you. I know that I can help you. I know that like I've made this investment affordable for everyone for a group coaching program. Because I was in your exact same position. My dad kicked my butt. He kicked my butt. He was like, what are you doing? And then after I finally gave myself permission to like figure out what was wrong with me, put myself first, invest in myself, buy the insurance with the money that I didn't have, and finally start doing the self-development work and like the spiritual work and the emotional work. And I decided that my health was the number one priority because I couldn't keep doing this on and off again, binge drinking alcohol, same thing. Burrito on off thing. Like, I just needed to get my mindset right. Like, I want to do that for you. So the first week we're going to do the uncovering of the blocks, and it's not going to be fun, and it's not going to be, it's a deep dive into like what specifically is holding you back, right? So that's the first thing. We're going to do that. I'm going to give you homework assignments. We're going to do live Q&As. We're going to do a group coaching call every single week on all of the topics that we do. And then the next week, we're going to create our new identity, right? So like once we unearth all of that crap and the blocks and the patterns and all of that, the next thing, we're going to just create a new identity. We're going to rewrite that story. The story of like, I'm tired of the on and off again. Well, why are you tired of the on and off again? Well, let's figure that out and let's create a new identity and who that woman is that you really, really want to be, right? And then week 3, I'm going to give you all the strategies. It is going to be very, very, very like intense. Like, you're going to learn my crazy, stupid tactic to stop yourself from emotionally eating, stop yourself from making snap decisions, stop yourself from emotionally spiraling. It is the craziest technique I've ever learned, and I do it every single day to really keep myself in check. And you're just going to learn how to check in with yourself during the day. You're going to set yourself up for success. You're going to start establishing these routines. So if this sounds like you wake up in the morning, you hit the alarm, and it's like Groundhog's Day, and you have no idea how you even got to work, you have no idea how the kids got on the bus, like you're just on autopilot. Like, I'm going to teach you how to be more aware so you're not on autopilot, so you're not like by noon eating pizza. And then week 4 is like implementation. Like, we're going to do the work. Like, I'm going to be there to support you. You're going to ask questions. You're going to implement all of the routines and the strategies and things like that I've done, like I've given to you, and you're going to do it. And it's going to be you. And I'm so excited to watch the transformations that are happening. Like, these, like, spots are filling up super fast. My membership group got first ability to sign up, so I want to give this to you as well. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, just drop the word program in the comments below and let me know, and we will discuss if we are the right fit, because I am only taking 20 people. This is for people that are going to make an investment, that want to do the work, that finally want to make the transformation. And I know that 1, these spots are going to sell out, and 2, once I get these ladies through this transformation, the price is going to double, because I know that this is valuable work. It's just the first time that I'm doing the program. So I want to make sure it's good. I want everyone to get in. But I do know that like once it's done, it's a 30-day program, and then I'm going to probably need to take a break, and I want to give the support to the ladies, and then we're going to take a month off, and then we're going to do it again, and it's going to be double the price. So just make sure that you, if you are interested, just drop the word program in the comments below. But that's it. I hope you guys got some value out of this. I am super, super, super excited to coach you and have you in this program. All right, guys, I love y'all, and I will talk to you later. Bye.